mouth of manliness.
Manliness.
Welcome to the mouth of manliness.
Manliness.
Welcome to the mouth of manliness. I love that kind of sight guitar thing. There's loads and loads of tube reverb.
Like builds up and builds up and builds up.
That kind of thing all going on. Right, we're gonna set the timer.
Why set the time, Nick? Because it is New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. So if you're listening now, we come out at like 7 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve.
Wow, New Year's. It's weird.
I forgot. I wanted to do a shout out to my friend Neil Pye. Who,
Hi, Neil Pye.
Neil Pye is like the best bass player I know.
Amazing.
And yeah, he's amazing. He used to play for Serious Problem, which is it's really weird because in Serious Problem, like everyone was really like kind of ballsy and in your face, but Neil's like not really like that. And I've known Neil for many years, and like there's been points in my life when I've seen a lot of him, and other points when I haven't seen him, and I haven't seen much from him over the last few years for sure. But I always found him like really lovely to be with. And he, yeah, for someone who's like, he used to have a big go topless. Like this blows my mind. He used to play bass topless, and someone would draw a massive cock on his chest.
Amazing.
And I'm like, that's pretty brave. Like I'd never been that ballsy. I would never play topless.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so he messaged and said he really loved the last episode, which I'm thinking is the Christmas one. He said it was quite emotional.
Oh, that's nice.
And when I was at university doing art, my mate Matt, who I lived with, who I also got a lot of time for, he wrote a song, like we borrowed a 4-track off for someone. It never really worked out how to use it. And Matt, like on his own in his room, worked out how to use it and did a song called Neil's Shoes, which were about Neil's shoes, because he basically would always wear trainers that were like right on the edge of like giving in.
Ah. Was Neil right on the edge of giving in?
You know what's strange about that is that I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe that's the truth of it, and maybe that's why we're connected, Neil. Maybe you were, and if I wasn't sounding all right, then I'm dealing with my own bag of shit like everyone else, and I apologise, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got really deep, really quick.
He's really good on bass. He used to have this, like a Rickenbacker, like Lemmy plays.
Yeah.
He's the first person I ever knew who bought a really good fucking bass guitar.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever had an amp. And like, he's not the only bass guitar player I've known. Like my mate Dean has hardly ever had an amp.
No.
But yeah, Neil was fucking shredded that fucking thing. He was amazing.
Quality. So, what do your New Year's Eves normally look like, St. Nick?
So over the last quite a few years, I've been having New Year's Eve over at Wiffin's house, but I'm not this year, so it feels a bit weird. But yeah, I don't really mind so much because I always find New Year's Eve is like probably the saddest night of the year. You know, like when almost like similar to Christmas when you kind of think, oh, it should be this.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever had like an amazing New Year's Eve.
No, me too.
I don't think I ever have.
No.
Like I've had reasonable New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But I think just because of the type of person I am, when New Year's Eve rolls around, I tend to just become really melancholy.
Yeah.
So I never particularly enjoy them.
I think there's so much.
And it feels like you've got to have such.
So much like pressure on. Oh, you got to go this, and you got to get tickets to go in the pub now. It's like, well, I was in here last night. Oh no, you need tickets now. It's like, oh,
well, exactly, yeah.
It's like, like, what does it mean?
I remember so many years, like just kind of trawling around Grays trying to get into a pub that didn't require tickets.
Yeah.
And like, hopefully someone would have a house party,
Yeah.
and then like they've kind of solved your problem for you.
Yeah.
I have had New Year's Eves where we've been indoors and not really done anything, and I just get drunk like a normal weekend,
Yeah.
like indoors. Sarah goes to bed, and we just try and pretend it's not happening.
Yeah, last few of mine have been like that, but I've quite
You
liked
have that
it.
when you have little
I
ones,
quite
don't
like
you?
it as well. Like I like just watching the
Takes a lot of
telly
pressure
and
off.
yeah, just your own space and your own time and everything. I think the last one was just me and the cat sat there watching Jules Holland or whatever, and oh no, Madness played. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Madness tickets go sale tomorrow. We're going to try and get some.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
seen them. I haven't actually.
I love
I'm not all that
Madness.
bothered about that.
I like them a lot. My best New Year's was out of a really shit year. So I can't remember whether I've spoken to about it on the podcast or not. But my a good friend Lee, we used to work in the studio together, and we got a call one day that his girlfriend had been in a car crash, and they were on their way to Scotland and to a wedding.
When was that? On New Year's Eve?
No, this is leading up to that story.
Oh,
So it was like in the summer or whatever. And they were on their way to a wedding, and you had like two girls in the back and their mums in the front. And as they pulled onto the road, off of like the slip road, a lorry has literally just clipped the edge of their car, and it's spun round facing the fast lane, and a van has hit them. And basically, the two girls have popped out the back. I think one of them ended up on the other side of the central reservation or whatever. And both girls died. And it was horrific. It was such a bad time, like getting your mate through that and like going through all that process. Like I went up to see her in Leeds and stuff like that, and it was horrible to kind of go through. But her brother put on a party on New Year's in their kind of aid, in their memory kind of thing. And me and Lee were DJing it, and I just remember like it was just the maddest. Like we had these massive like confetti cannon things. I dropped mine and it went off and hit someone in the foot, and like managed to get a big TV from somewhere, like an old-fashioned TV with like a big back on it, and I sat that on the thing and like I run the sound from the telly through the desk, so like when the Big Ben chimes went off, like we stopped the music then and all the chimes went off and everyone went nuts, and I think the telly fell over at some stage. But I just remember that being good because it was kind of like for a good kind of reason, and it was nice that everyone was kind of together. It wasn't just kind of about that. But yeah, other than that, it's always like you end up around someone's house, obviously as kids and teenagers, and you get someone to buy you a drink or whatever, and you end up kind of drinking them all before 8 o'clock, and then that sort of hour, but from like 9, 10 onwards, you think, oh fucking hell, like basically just wait until 12, and like a lot of people flake off. Like it's weird. It's quite a weird thing to kind of. It's like an excuse for a piss up, really, isn't it?
I did quite a few like New Year's at the Brush, just kind of aware that you can't get tickets anywhere, and like tickets for the Brush would sell out really quick for New Year's.
Yeah.
But then I'd go, if I went with like mate Stu, I'd be able to get in.
Yeah.
And then like he's working.
Mm.
I'm just hoping that there's other people I know there.
Yeah.
Just generally just being like.
Yeah.
Like comes 12 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I'd rather be at home, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever particularly had a good New Year's, really.
No.
It's always a bit melancholy, it's always a bit bittersweet for
Yeah.
me. It's always a time of reflection.
I think it'd be different if it was in the summer.
Yeah.
And we haven't just had Christmas and all the food and everything else. Like, if you've been at work all week and then it's New Year's on a Friday.
Especially if you've been off all that time.
Yeah.
You've had too much time to reflect on your life.
Yeah.
It's better like if it was like, say, a month later.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's allowed to have a party.
But it's that weird bit like New Year's Day, and you think, oh, this is all right to have a hangover today because everyone's got a hangover today. And then you're like, oh, fucking hell, I've got to go work in 2 days or whatever it is. And it's like, yeah, it's like that weirdest kind of feeling.
I spent quite a few New Year's in gay clubs. And that's normally quite fun, like reasonable fun. Like drag queens getting all excited, and the one thing that shocked me in the gay clubs, and I spent quite a few New Year's in gay clubs as it happens, And the one thing that always makes me, like, apart from all the awful dance music, was so like a drag queen would finish, like do their New Year's countdown, and then you'd have a queue of blokes waiting to have a tongue pie with the drag queen.
Have a what?
A queue of blokes to have like a snog with
Oh,
the
right,
drag
of course.
queen. That is all. That fucking blew my mind. I was like, what?
Wow.
What?
Well, they were queuing up.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And they'd all come up and have like a proper like tongue snog with the drag queen.
Oh, like, that's a nice thing. But
like, well, why not? But also, why?
like, you wouldn't go to a Celine Dion concert and there wouldn't be like a load of geezers queuing up at the side of the stage to snog her.
Maybe it's like if you could, like if you knew you could, like maybe like people would queue up to snog.
Yeah,
Celine
maybe that's
Dion.
what that makes a
Like,
lot of
if
sense.
she said like, all right, like 500 quid for every snog.
Yeah.
Well, that'd probably be like more.
Well,
like
not
10
even. She
grand.
would probably. Well, maybe not Celine Dion. She's just having it off with her manager or whatever when she was 12. But allegedly, but like, yes.
I'd want to snog Celine Dion.
No, I don't know why I said Celine Dion. I mean, she's a great voice and everything else, and she's had every
You're saying,
success in the world.
Yeah, someone famous.
Yeah,
Yeah, I imagine people would pay like millions to snog a famous person.
they probably
Like,
would.
rich people probably would.
They probably don't have to though, do
Imagine
they?
like if Rihanna said, right, on New Year's Eve, I'm gonna snog people. There will be a queue, and like it's £1 million a piece. There'd probably be a lot of millionaires going, oh, yeah, I'll fucking have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Rihanna.
Especially if it was for charity.
Yeah. Put your finger in this.
No, that's after the show, isn't it?
Fingering.
Oh, you're just to clarify
I
for the
was-
podcast, you just had your finger stuck in the mic holder.
Yeah, it's quite alluring. So the cat was quite nice.
So yeah, just to clarify again, if you didn't listen to the last episode, we've got a cat,
Yeah, the cat was quite nice. I
What's the
just
cat's
feel bad
name?
For the dog, Star.
Star.
I feel bad for the dog.
The dog didn't seem to mind that much. The dog, to be fair, the dog was still trying to lick my balls while we were looking at the cat, which I don't mind. I'm wearing peanut butter again, so
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of New Year's things. I think like at New Year's, everyone seems to cop hold of someone. There's always
when you're
like,
younger.
snogging going on. So,
oh, what? Because like you have to be kissing someone at midnight, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
So I think I was always a bit frightened of that. It's like,
What, in case someone
everyone's
snogged you?
Snogging, but like I was never snogging anyone because like I just never used to be with anyone.
I don't think everyone was snogging.
Well, everyone might have had a kiss. So I think that always made me nervous. So many things used to make me nervous. Really stupid, isn't it?
Not
But
stupid
now I
at all,
just
though,
think
mate.
it's
No,
really stupid.
no, but that's the beauty of hindsight and
Yeah,
learning.
well, you can't do anything about it.
No,
But I'm like, oh no. Yeah, I really don't like New Year's particularly. It's like, oh, you got to have fun on holiday kind of thing.
yeah.
What does it really matter?
We went up. Have you ever been up to London to watch the festivities?
No, when I went to the gay clubs, I was in London.
Where'd you go? GAY.
No, I went to Pop Stars that
Yeah.
my mate Wayne used to DJ at. I went to the White Swan, which was that was my first gay club I went to, and that was quite an intense experience because it's like it's really small, it's really really dark, and I was a bit scared, if I'm honest. I'm like, oh, I'm liberal as fuck, I don't care. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care what people do.
And then you go to a toilet, and you're told if you go in one toilet, it means this, and if you go in another toilet, it means that.
No, I don't know that. I wasn't really that worried about that. I thought, like, it's not like anyone's going to rape me, is it? Like, really? I
No.
think that's what people often think. They think,
Yeah, of course.
oh, I'll go in the gay toilet. I'm going to get some bloke's going to.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm not saying that. But I was like, I can't remember where I was. Might have been GAY or the Admiral Duncan.
What? That if you go into one toilet, you're saying, oh, I'm up for having it off, and if you go in the other one, I'm just going for a wee.
Yeah, no, but it was explained to me in a different way. Like it meant it was just like almost like having to pick a side again, like the bloody government thing we were talking about in the last episode. It was like a certain people with certain things going on and I was like, I just need a piss. Like, whatever, what one do I piss in? Like, I don't really care. Like, what happens?
Yeah, no, I'm finding in those kind in many situations, I find it kind of reasonably easy. Like with shit, like I need a shit or a piss.
Mm.
I'm just gonna go in the toilet.
Yeah.
And if anyone says anything, I'll just go. I don't want to have it off.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Yeah, it is as simple as that, though. It really is.
Gonna force me,
No, that's it.
I'm a grown up, aren't I?
Yeah, people scaremonger, though, don't they? I need a wee now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to wait for
45 minutes.
Yeah.
What would you talk about if I went away now on your own?
I'm not averse to you going for a wee, but I've got to try and think of something to talk about on my own for 5 minutes.
What? I won't go for 5 minutes. It's a wee, not a poo. Shall I set you a challenge?
Yeah, set me a challenge.
Now I've got to think of a challenge.
Set me a challenge of something to talk about for 5 minutes, so you can go and have a wee.
Oh man, this is difficult. It's really hard to think of something when you really need to go away.
I could. Someone asked us about CBD oil. Shall I talk about that?
Start that conversation, mate.
Okay.
And I'm going to go
Brad's
away.
going to go through a poo.
Oh, I'm going away, not poo.
So I'm going to talk on my own to the camera.
This is weird.
You can see me.
Now. This is really weird. I'm not used to this.
Just go.
Right, okay.
So someone got in touch with us and they said, like, what do we think about CBD oil? So I put a thing on the socials yesterday, which was whatever date it was, saying people get in touch and tell us, like, ask us questions. So clearly no one did, but we did get like 2. One of them was Steve talking about how do you deal with people when they just say, it could be worse. So we talked about that in the last one. But the other one was someone asking us about CBD oil. And so I've tried CBD oil a few times. I've given it a go. And I do think it does, like, it. So I was disappointed because I thought it would be like, when I was younger and I'd get stoned, but I didn't. No, not at all. Not at all. So don't take it if you think you're going to get off your face, because you're really not going to. But I do think it is kind of slightly relaxing. I do think it does, like, if you're suffering from like really bad anxiety, it might not be all that helpful.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to all these people.
Oh, sorry.
So I was saying that, like, I tried CBD oil and it didn't really, it doesn't get off your face at all.
No,
but
it's had the THC removed.
Yeah, but it does. But I do think it. I do think it made me feel a little bit more relaxed. Not enough to kind of think, well, I'm going to buy this forever.
No,
because it's not actually that cheap.
It isn't. Just to confirm, it was my mate Stephen off of Twitter that asked us about this, at 80s, a worthy follow on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Twitter friend.
So essentially, my take on it was that any impact it had on me, I didn't necessarily feel it strongly. So like if you get medication, you do quite feel.
Is there any left in there?
Yeah. So if you get put on antidepressants, it kind of like you do feel it. It might not bend you up much or anything, but you do. You've taken it. But CBD oil, you don't really know you've taken it. I didn't feel that at all. But what I was kind of saying was that it does. I do think it took the edge off of things very slightly.
So for me, summer before last, I took it all the way throughout the summer. So I probably bought 3 bottles, I think. A couple of drops on my tongue every day. I get the worst case of hay fever I've ever known. Like my eyes close up, nose closes up, breathing bad. I have to have asthma pump and everything else. But that summer, no symptoms
Really?
whatsoever. And to be fair, I was trying a new hay fever tablet as well, but you have hay fever tablets, but you still get hay fever. Like if you suffer from hay fever, you kind of know what I mean. But there was nothing, not even a twitch, and obviously not really smoking.
Don't you think it's weird that like that happens, and that's great, but you don't stick with it
No.
in the same way? Like if it was paracetamol,
Yeah, because it's 40 quid a
I've got
bottle.
an headache,
Yeah.
and you're a little bit like, oh, maybe it is fucking like witchcraft.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, exactly.
That's all kind of going on.
Yeah, 100%. But like, I definitely felt better in myself, and I wasn't, obviously, I don't smoke, and I wasn't at the time drinking as much. I was trying to look after myself a little bit more, drinking water, drinking herbal teas, not too much coffee and everything else. But what felt nice is that I got this little bottle, and it was for me. I was looking after myself, kind of thing. It was like something I was doing for me, which I used to get from having cigarette, not obviously looking after myself, but just having my own little thing of like, oh, this is my little bottle of this is what I'm doing, kind of. It's quite nice. And it would come up in the weirdest of places in different conversations, like old ladies and everything else. Like, oh yeah, CBD, oh yeah, I'm doing that. And like you get talking to it, and more people are doing it, kind of thing. And it just, I couldn't really see any negative at all from any of it. Like the THC, they say, is the bit that I looked on the NHS website today. I put it in the notes, by the way. So the main risk, obviously, from smoking weed is psychosis, and there's a very slim chance of getting addicted to it. Very, very, very slim chance. And this is just on the NHS website. Obviously, the psychosis thing is pretty bad. Again, that's on the NHS website. I don't know how much research has been done, but just to confirm...
What, cannabis?
Yeah, but with CBD oil, the THC, which causes the psychosis, has been removed. Yeah. So essentially, it's the same as taking the best bits of, a basil plant or a rosemary plant or any kind of herb or plant, which weed is, that people have done for hundreds of thousands of years. No, go on, you have it, mate. Sorry, we're just eating Haribo. They're made of like cow legs, you know that?
Yeah, gelatin.
Yeah, I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right. So basically, the worst bit of it has been taken out. So there's no sort of... I can't see that there's that many kind of bad downsides about it. And looking on the NHS website today, they were saying that obviously any kind of like owning weed, buying weed or whatever is illegal and you shouldn't do it. But it also said there hasn't been enough clinical trials to definitively say whether it is kind of good or bad. And I think, like, I'm fairly certain my dad during the 60s probably smoked it. That's a long time ago. Like, people are quite passionate about weed as a plant. People have done clinical trials. And I think,
you have to... I think the thing is that it's very much a line drawn in the sand between CBD products and like weed.
There is the argument that CBD product is another derivative of like big pharma and government just finding another way to kind of sell it, kind of thing. Yeah, like a taxed version.
But like, I mean, as far as like your standard user, like, you're not going to get a buzz out of CBD, or you're only going to get like the benefits out of it.
Yeah, totally.
And there's lots of benefits to cannabis.
Yes.
So essentially, they've taken out like the nice bit, and they're just giving you all the bits that help you.
Mm. So did you? Obviously, I was having a wee. It was coming out of me like a yellow cable. But did you mention? Do you use CBD oil?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and I do think it. I do think it kind of. So, yeah, I was always I just was pouring it down myself, just thinking, there must be something. I must be able to feel a buzz. But no, you don't feel any buzz.
No.
But So my point was that I do think it helps with anxiety a bit.
100%.
I do kind of think it takes the edge off a bit.
Definitely.
But yeah, normally you're looking for something to for you to feel the impact, like quite not necessarily to an extreme, but so you can go, that's definitely doing something.
Yeah.
And I think with CBD oil, it's very rare you're going to go, I'm definitely something's happening, because you're not going to go, I'm up, like
No.
if you're on, you're smoking weed. You're like,
But if it is to be believed, you're like, I'm not getting cancer. Gentle. I'm not getting like whatever white blood cells things happening to me. My anxiety is lower, my heart rate is lower, so I'm not dying of a heart attack, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're not necessarily going to go, oh, I'm not anxious.
No.
Because you might still feel anxious, you just might not feel as anxious. So, what I'm kind of saying is that anything you get from it is going to be quite small. But actually, if you then take that on a day-to-day basis, throughout a year, like if you're staving off of massive fucking anxiety attacks, or your anxiety attacks are like 5% less, then it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're just 5% less every time you have them, like, why wouldn't you want it to be slightly less bad?
Yeah, 100%.
Like if you can get the oil, and it's not all like some of it's a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, there's loads of different strains and variants and stuff like that.
And it's legal. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Like when you take a paracetamol, you don't just suddenly go, I'm no longer in pain.
Yeah.
You don't have it. It's just like, oh yeah, I don't hurt now.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a dramatic impact.
No, it's just that it kind of takes the edge off. I had a spring in my step when I was doing it. I felt different every day.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe you should do it again then.
I haven't got any money.
No, you haven't. But right, patrons. Do you want Brad?
Yeah, let's set up a campaign.
Patrons, do you want Brad to spend the patron money on CBD oil if it makes him feel better? I'm quite happy if that happens.
And if
Ellie, Trampman.
Why'd you do this yourself? You've got to remember their names.
Austin.
You are terrible.
I'm not trying to.
It's literally like someone, like you've forgotten the name of your kids. Do you know how important these people are to us? You are something else. Yeah, I can't spend patron money on cannabinoid oil. We're saving it up for other things, like the website and everything else.
Oh, I'll pay for the website. Just I don't mind. If something made you feel better,
Mate, I was trying to reassure him that we're not just going to spend the money on anything.
If it made you feel better, we'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, to be fair, I should think that they would want us to feel better.
Oh, this place is a fucking nightmare.
What? Podcast gold.
Yeah. Podcast gold. We haven't had a lot of guests on lately.
No, we had
I don't mind
Dave, didn't we?
Yeah, Dave was the last guest.
Yeah, I love Dave.
Yeah, we've been talking to quite a few people recently, though.
It's only because one dropped out last week. This was going to be just me and you. And then from now until what feels like the end of eternity, we've got guests booked up every week.
Yeah, I want to sort out a phone one, though, or doing it over the computer.
We have spoke to a couple of people in the US of A.
Because there's that guy from Oregon, he messaged the other day and put up one of his videos, and he's really quite an inspiring fella.
Yeah.
Who kind of beat cancer from jumping in rivers, which is not that far away from us meeting.
That's very true.
So that might be quite interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
You were saying, can we do it over Skype or something like that?
Can
we do that?
Yeah, of course we can. We'll do whatever we fucking want. We're grown-ups.
Is it that easy, though?
For you, it will be, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Would like if we do, I'll ring him on my phone like we did the Ginger Wildheart
Oh,
thing.
we could just do it over the phone.
Yeah.
Right?
And if not,
It'll cost loads of money. We should ask him to ring us.
all right, he'll ring us. It's fair enough that he'll pay for it. 'Cause I'm on pay as you go now.
Now, can't we do it over like not Facebook, but
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yes. I record the audio and I'll screen record the
we
thing.
We could put the computer over there.
So it's like having a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
We should do that then.
Okay, we'll do that.
We could do that with that other podcast as well.
Yeah, because I can go in and line in on there.
So put them on that, on the computer, and put them there and we can film.
Well, not on the computer because we record that on the thing. Maybe on a phone.
What, we could zoom in on them?
Yeah, it'd just be like that. But on the phone.
Oh, we should do it then.
All right. What now?
Do it. Oh, I kind of want to do it now.
What time is it in Oregano?
I don't know.
Probably like midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
Wake him up. We should do more live things.
Yeah, but it's just working out how to do it, really.
I can do it. I'm really smart, so I just...
You are good at working things out.
Got to admit, I turned that Ginger Wildheart interview around pretty promptly.
Yeah.
And when he got to my house, what do you think? You were like, oh my God, like it's all set up like a proper thing. Is it like in Buddy's bedroom, like leaning on the bookcase, like, don't move.
Yeah.
But it worked though, didn't it? It sounded really good.
Worked.
Good
Worked
sound
really well.
quality. I used that Rode mic.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that mic.
Yeah, I got it with me actually.
I feel all
A bird. So we're 32 minutes in, and technically, if you subscribe to the podcast, it's probably about 6:30 in the morning on New Year's Eve. And I've already had 3 beers.
3 beers on a school night. Should we leave it at that?
It's up to you. It's only a half-hour podcast. I suppose it could be like a New Year's special.
Yeah. No, we'll just put it out as normal.
What, have you just run out of stuff to say then?
Yeah, I think I have.
That's fair enough.
I feel weary.
Weary? Do you want to cuddle?
No, I'm alright. I just feel a bit weary.
Oh.
Well, that was the mouth of manliness, a short one.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I make no apologies. Sometimes it's short. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not the size, it's how you listen to it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Don't just do stuff tonight because you feel like you've got to do stuff. If you want to stay in and watch a bit of telly, then just stay in, get a pizza or whatever. Just stay in. If you want to go out, go out.
Feel happy. Engage with your core beliefs.
Just switch it up. Go around and see your nan. I bet she's seeing no one. She's in her own, indoors, on her own. Those fireworks going off. Bad times.
Yeah, bad times. Well, take care, everyone.
And each other.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.